around the world. I'm LLBlueDragon, and welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello and hello. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. And today we are going to continue more of PowerWash Simulator. Now, last time that we left off, we basically completed finally the Ferris wheel. We completed the Ferris wheel finally. And we actually not only did that, but we also rode the Ferris wheel with Barry, our gnome friend. And we got an achievement for that, which, wow. I didn't think that was an achievement, but I achieved it. And then our next project will be the subway, which, oh my gosh, it's big and it's messy. So we're gonna go and clean it up and everything like that. So let's just see how far we can get with the subway. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get right into it. Do this, do that, do this. And bam. Okie dokie. So, let's go here. We only did 1% done. 1% done. Which, we actually did look at all of the graffiti. And we did actually find the gnome, our Barry. He's peeking out somewhat glitchy in one of the subway tunnels. So, yeah. And it's very ominous with, like, the sounds and everything. It's kind of scary a bit. Okay. Where's our... Okay. So, I think first things first, we're gonna clean these rails just to get it out of the way. Oh, the track in the floor. You know what? Let me just do this. Yeah. Work smartly. And then we'll do like back. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go onto the rails and go back and forth. Back and forth. I wonder what it's like to go at a subway station. And like I said before, I have never been to a subway station. But I've been near tracks before. But never on a subway station. Now, I have been on like a subway plane, which is like kinda sort of like that, of like a subway. Like, it's actually a transportation on like a airport, which basically just brings you from one place over to another instead of like carts and stuff that they provide. Which honestly was really cool. It was really small, probably the smallest transportation I've ever been on. But it was really interesting. It was honestly really interesting to actually like ride it and stuff. But I totally forgot where that was at though. I totally forgot what airport I had to go on because of it. Okay. So obviously the sides. We're gonna go slow with this. But yeah, I've been near the tracks before, which honestly is really dangerous, and you should not be near any tracks whatsoever. But I do actually remembered that my grandma was near tracks before. Her house was actually built near a, like, railway track. And just rarely, when I slept out over at her house, rarely there would be a day where the train will pass by. Now, train horns are loud. They're honestly loud. And every now and then I do see them pass by. I do see trains pass by. And like, I always wonder, which is honestly one of my bucket list of things to do, I always wonder what it's like to be on a train. To be a passenger on the train. I always wonder what it's like to be on like those one of those passengers. Oh, I forgot what those were called. Oh, what are those called? Transportation? Oh, what is it called? Oh, this is gonna bother me. What is it called? It's not... Is it trucks? Is that what they're called? Where passengers are on it? Oh, this is gonna bother me. What are they called? What are they called? What are they called? Train something, train. It's not conductors, because that's the person who... does it. Oh, shoot. Oh, I forgot what they're called. What are they called? Are they called subways? I forgot what they're called. What are they called? This is so bothering me. What are they called? Don't play with me, sounds. They're not trucks. Oh, what are they called? What are they called? Hold on. What do trains haul? Cargo! No, is it cargo? Oh, carriages! Passenger cars! Passenger cars! That's what it is! They're called passenger cars! Oh my gosh. It was honestly on the tip of my tongue. But I had no idea what they were called. I know they were like, it's like cargos, trucks, like, it's like on there, it's literally on there, but I totally forgot what they're called. Totally forgot what they're called. Okay, why are you not clean? You have to be clean. I honestly did this. There we go. Now we do it on here. Wait. There's... Wait. That's also a track? Subways have 3 tracks? What? Is that a thing? Subways have 3 tracks? I thought they had 2! I honestly thought they had 2! Why are there 3? Then what is this? Then what is this? Cable. Okay, that's a cable. That I understand. But 3? Why are there 3? Why is there 3? I'll never understand. Probably there is a reason why there are 3 that probably I have no idea about. But anyways, wonder what it's like to be on one of those passenger cars. Just going by and just seeing like everything pass by like in a car, except it's in a train. I think it would be really cool to be in. I think it would be really awesome to be in. I think it would be really cool. Oh, the green mice. No gnomes. There is gnomes on the other side, though. Now we do the back. It's looking clean so far already. So far, so good. Oh, I'm going faster. I have no idea that I'm going fast. Is this supposed to be fast? I have no idea. Okay. Maybe this is the play. Maybe this is play to clean underneath this. Yeah, I think so. A little update on my knitting. On the side, I'm actually knitting a Halloween blanket. I think I actually stated this before that I'm also making another blanket, but it's going to be a Halloween blanket. It's going to have like orange and black And I'm still questioning about the red. Maybe I'm just gonna add it as it for like stitchings or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add it for like stitchings. But so far, I'm like down to 2 squares of orange, and I'm on my 3rd one. So far. So yeah. Sooner or later, I'll be heading on to the black one when I run out of orange, which probably I'll have to get more at the store. Because I'm running low on that. And also I got another yarn ball for the colorful blanket that I'm making, which I honestly thought that I got the exact same yarn on one of the ones I did, but it is somewhat close to it, but I'm counting it as not like an actual thing. Okay, why are you not clean? Again. You will be clean. You will be clean, Trex. You will be clean. But yeah, I honestly thought that I got the exact same yarn that I did for one of the rows, but luckily it wasn't. So I'm in the clear. Luckily that for sure. Because honestly, might as well do it over here. Because honestly, I do want to have a colorful yarn. But the thing is that I don't want it to be like a duplicate, you know? And that's probably going to be the toughest challenge for me, is because I don't want there to be like another like this type of yarn. I want there to be a challenge. I want there to be the exact length of like the ones I've been knitting, but also it has to be like a different color. And that's probably going to be very tough to do, but I'm in it. I'm in it for the challenge. I am definitely in it for the challenge, for sure. It needs to be all different colors, and it should not be the exact same yarn ball. Should not be the same. Should be completely, totally different. But as for the other one, yeah, it's fine. It's honestly fine. Alright. Now we just do the back. Man, not only are we cleaning the tracks, but also we're cleaning somewhat of the floor, which that's good. That's actually good. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really good. we just do the sides. I think the metal is the reason why I'm going a little fast, maybe. I don't know. But I was going faster than before. Alright, now this side. Come on, shit, there we go. Now we're clean. Now this track is clean, now we gotta go do the other one. Ooh. Please don't do those. It's the Lego! It's the Lego paddings. Don't know what they're called, but they kind of look like Legos. There's Barry. Barry! Don't be shy. Don't be a shy little gnome. There he is. There's Barry. Peeking out like that. And now he's gone. He disappeared. Where can he go? There, not there. There, not there. There, not there. Alright, let's go. But you know, I actually been to a train museum. I've been to a train museum, but I never actually rode a train. Ain't that crazy? But I've been to a train museum before. And it was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. To see like the tracks and the different kinds of like cargo and everything that they pull. It was really, really cool. Really, really cool. Just hope maybe one day I'll do one of those trains. Like the old-fashioned trains. I want to ride like the old-fashioned trains. Instead of using like energy, they use like steam and everything. Steam ones look really awesome. The steam trains look really cool, you know? And there's just only like a few of them, you know, that coexist. Since now we have like technology and stuff, we can like use like energy operations and stuff instead of using steam. Kind of like what you see in like Harry Potter and stuff. That's a steam locomotive. But yeah, it would definitely be really cool to ride a train. Just like an old-timey train. You know, I never actually noticed this when I was a kid growing up. Like, it never actually occurred to me when I was, like, growing up. So, when I was in animation school, one of our assignments was just to, like, go back to watch, like, a few, like, very old cartoon shows that probably we've seen whenever we were a kid, and just, like, study them and see how they function, see how they move and everything. Which, honestly, there was actually a day where we saw Wallace and Gromit, A Grand Day Out, which, honestly, the professor was actually a fan of Wallace and Gromit, which, honestly, was, like, a A+ for me, because I'm a fan of Wallace and Gromit, so it was a grand day for me to watch Wallace and Gromit. But, I was actually looking back and, like, thinking of, like, shows that I grew up watching when I was a kid. Oh, that was done. Easy. And one of the shows that I remember growing up was Thomas and Friends. Now, not like the Thomas and Friends that you would see that's, like, all animated and stuff and looks very much roundish and weird. Like the very old, classy type Thomas and Friends. Thomas the Tank Engine. That you would see. And, like, I literally did not notice this when I was a kid, but Thomas and Friends is all remote controlled. It's literally a stop motion movie. It's literally a stop motion series. And I had no idea that it was literally stop motion. I had zero knowledge. I thought it was just like a very cool, like, cool cartoon. I literally did not know that it was all stop motion. I had zero thought that it was literally stop motion. Because the thing is that if you literally look back at some of the shows, it literally gives you the feel of like people, like, you know when people has like has a little village and they make like little houses and like people, and they like have a train system and everything, and there's like water and everything with like a mill and a village and everything. Like, that is basically what it is. That is basically what it is. And the trains are all like remote controlled. Kind of like a kind of like the remote control cars, but with trains. And like all they did for like the emotions that they actually do, it's all separate. So they can literally peel out the face and put in a new face. And I was speechless. I was totally speechless by this. I had no idea that it was literally a stop motion. Now, of course, they actually changed later on, to be all 3D, which honestly, I looked at it and it looked totally weird. And then they moved to 2D and everything, and it looks extremely out of place and weird at the same time. But yeah, the classic ones, like I said, classic ones are the classic. You can't change the classic, okay? You can never change classic shows. Never. They are perfect as they are. But yeah, it was really cool. But also, not only that, I also discovered that that company that did Thomas and Friends not only did a train version, but they also did a boat version as well. Of little tugboats and everything. Now, honestly, I didn't see the series or anything like that, but I was speechless. I was honestly speechless. I was like, oh my god. You guys not only did trucks, you guys not only did trains, but also you did tugboats as well? What? But yeah, it was really cool to like realize that. Because growing up, I had no idea that it was just literally like remote controlled trains, and they have like little toy props all over, and they make like a whole village of everything. Whole village and like everything. I thought it was just like a really cool show. I didn't know that it was like stop motion. I didn't even know what stop motion was when I was a kid. I just thought that was a really cool show. That was like me before I knew all of that stuff. But honestly, it was really great to go back and watch that and realize that all the props are just, it just so straight up reminds me of those little villages that people actually make. Which that is like amazing. That is honestly really amazing to actually realize that and everything. Really, really amazing. And I actually did have little trains here and there. I was honestly into Thomas and Friends. I was honestly into Thomas and Friends a bit when I was growing up. I had like a book, I had like some of the movies, like shows, I even had some of the magnet cars. Like, I had it before I gave them away. I think I still either had the book and like the CD, because it was like a read-along type book with like the CD and everything. But I don't know about like the toy trains and the movie. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. But maybe in the near future I'll find it eventually. Maybe. If it's possible. It should be somewhere. Who knows? It will probably be like a whole Howl's Moving Castle all over again for me. Which, okay, now I have to give context. Okay, so this is done, so now we just do the floor. So, let me give you context on Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle is actually one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. When I was a kid, when I first saw that movie, I literally fell in love with it. Okay? I fell in love with that movie. I fell in love with that movie alongside with Sinbad when I was a kid. And somehow, mysteriously, it all disappeared. And I remember us having it. But it just literally disappeared. Without like a trace or anything. And I was really sad because honestly, those are some really good shows that I actually liked when I was a kid. Up until when I was like in my teens, I finally found Howl's Moving Castle and Sinbad. I found those two movies. I thought I lost those, But I'm so glad that I found them. I'm literally so glad that I found them. Because honestly, these are like some shows that I loved when I was growing up. Like, I even still remember House Moving Castle premiering on Cartoon Network. This is not going away, ain't it? But yeah, I remember that actually showing on air years ago. And I think that was like the first ever Studio Ghibli movie ever shown on Cartoon Network. First ever. And probably the last. Because I haven't seen any other Studio Ghibli movie after that. Probably never after that. But it was amazing. It was honestly amazing. Because if it weren't for Howl's Moving Castle, like, ever since I saw that movie, I fell in love with magic. Anything that's like magic, sorcery, like curses or anything, I fell in love with that. Without that movie, I would not fall in love with, like, magic stuff, you know? I would not fall in love with magic stuff. Because of that movie, I love magic. Magic tricks, magicians, stories, movies that are full of, like, sorcerers and potions and everything. Like, I love it. I really love it. I really do like that stuff. So if it weren't for that, I wouldn't even like magic at all. But I've seen, like, mostly all of Studio Ghibli. I've seen mostly all of the Studio Ghibli films. Not all of them, but, like, mostly of them. But I know for sure, I know definitely for sure that I'm not gonna watch, there's just, like, a few that I am not going to watch, which one of them is going to be Fireflies at the Graveyard. Like, that one I am not going to watch, because I cannot stand sad movies. If there's any type of movie that I cannot stand, it's sad movies. There's been, like, at least a couple of times that I was recommended for a few movies from, like, a coworker at, like, my old job that he recommended me, and every single one that he recommended me were all sad ones. Except for one. I was introduced to Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. Those are literally the only two ones that I was introduced that did not make me sad. Everything else made me sad. Oh, and Gurren Lagann. That one too. That one too. It made me sad. It made me a little bit sad somewhat, but not like entirely. But overall, it was a good show. Gurren Lagann was a really good show after all. Overall. Later on, I'm going to be doing this pipe. Later on, I'll do the pipe. So yeah, I can't watch sad animes because they'll make me sad, and I can't stand sad movies. I don't want to watch sad movies. I have to get the underneaths too. From the tracks. Why do they honestly need to add sound to the subway? Why do they honestly need to have sound in the subway? I know it's probably just the wind and everything, but like, come on. Like, please, no sound. Please, no sound. I can't stand noisy, echoey sound. Like, maybe for Minecraft, I'll, like, be used to it. But when something like this, yeah, no, just please no. Please, no. We're almost somewhat done of this platform. Okay, I know those are like oil spots. Okay, let's do cable. Alright, now the other side of the cable. Just in case if we need something. And of course, we gotta do the underneath. Because the underneath always hides those little things. There we go. Oh, speaking of little things, there's some little things under here too. Well, what's gonna... Of course, the red one does the job. I clean up this oil. You can tell that it's oil because there's like different colors. Which that's really cool to have as a detail, because every single time when you see like an oil puddle and you just like move in different like perspectives of direction, you kind of see that there is like a rainbow-esque type look in this dark puddle. That's really cool to have. I'm really glad that they actually did that to make it look like it's like oil. Very oily-esque. Good job on that. On that little detail. I think once we're done with this track platform, I think we'll call it done. missing some. Definitely missing a lot. Come on, ding. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. Wait. Oh, the rows are separate? What? Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. And that's all separate. Well, I'll finish this one too. If I can. There's another puddle here. Man, this is hard to get out. And I thought rust was hard to get out. Oil takes a while. Almost there. Just a few more spots and we should be good to go. Where's that light? Oh, that almost tricked me. That almost tricked me. I thought there was a train coming. But no, it's all alive. There we go. There we go. Now we fully finished it. Fully finished it. And now probably we'll work on the next one later. So yeah. So with that being said, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm probably going to have to end here, guys. Tomorrow I'll be playing a different game. I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Instagram on when I'm going to be live. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all laters. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.